We've recorded over 70 episodes. We've had some incredible guests, some amazing conversations, but something felt like it was missing. Not because the content wasn't good, not because the guests weren't great, but because it wasn't 100% focused on the one thing that actually matters, which is growth. Growth for these accounting firms, growth for the bookkeeping and tax firms. So, what's happening now is we're making a shift. We're making a big shift, a shift that I'm really excited about. Most accounting firms don't have a service problem. They don't have a knowledge problem. They're amazing at what they do. They have a pipeline problem. They're not getting enough leads, inconsistent deal flow. We're too reliant on referrals. And the truth is, most content in this space doesn't solve that. So we took a step back and asked, if we were building this from scratch today, what would this podcast stand for? And the answer was simple: helping accounting firms generate consistent, predictable leads and turning those leads into real revenue, cold, hard cash. And most importantly, retaining those clients for that MRR to grow month after month after month, year after year after year, building the business and the freedom and the lifestyle that we want. So that's why we're evolving. We're evolving from 9-2 Media, who you may have previously known us as. We're evolving into Accounting Leads Now. I love it. I'm pumped. And that's why we're taking what you originally know this podcast to be as CFO Chronicles. We're turning that into the Accounting Leads Now podcast, also referred to as the ALN podcast. This isn't a general business podcast anymore. We're going really deep into sales, marketing, lead generation tactics that are actually working and being implemented today, conversion. We may even talk a little bit about AI. And most importantly, what it actually takes to build a profitable firm. By no means am I discounting the amazing conversations, the stories, the insights we've had in the last 70, 71 episodes. We've had some incredible guests, and I've loved every conversation. I just want to take this deeper and get super actionable on every episode so that firm owners are really driving revenue, really making an impact on the bottom line. So this is going to be less theory, more execution, continuing with the real conversations. We're just going deeper and more of what's working right now. What's working with vendors? Who are some of the resources out there in the industry that will help your firm grow? We want to have those vendors on. We want to talk to firm owners who've been there, who have built it, who are growing now, challenges that they've went through to help others avoid those ditches. Get into different sales and marketing tactics that are driving real results to the bottom line, retention strategies that are growing the business. We've had, again, some amazing guests over the last 70 plus episodes, and what's coming, I'm so excited about. We have some amazing episodes queued up in the hopper, some fantastic guests. I cannot wait for these episodes to be released. I cannot wait to hear your feedback on these guests, on these episodes. And with that, I really would love to hear from you. Who else should we have on the show? What topics should we cover? How can we drive more value for you? I want to make sure when you're driving to work, you're out for a walk, wherever it is that you're listening to this, you feel like you're getting a ton of value and you want to pause, go and implement, and come back and hit resume on the podcast because you're getting so much from it. That's my goal with this podcast. We've got some amazing founders, operators, and experts who are actually in the trenches. They're building, they're scaling, they're growing firms. We got some of these episodes queued up and some really exciting stuff coming down the pipeline. We're changing things up a little bit on the cadence. We will be dropping new episodes approximately every 1 to 2 weeks, focused on giving you something you can actually take and apply. Again, this is going to be extremely actionable. This is a listen, pause, do, resume. Only things that will drive revenue to the bottom line, that will help retention, that can help you grow and scale your firm. A couple other exciting things that are going on as we go down the list here. We are going to be at GrowCon at the start of May. And we're also going to be attending Scaling New Heights in June. We got booths set up for both of those conferences. Super pumped about that. I will actually be speaking on the marketing panel on day one at GrowCon, joining some amazing panelists. So super honored to be a part of that discussion. Cannot wait to see everyone there. Some amazing people over at Universal Accounting have also shared a discount code. So anyone who is interested in going to GrowCon, who hasn't purchased their ticket already, reach out to me on LinkedIn or Instagram, mention that you heard us on the Accounting Leads Now podcast. I got a $200 off discount code for you to attend GrowCon May 3rd through 6th. So super excited about that. If you're already planning on going to GrowCon, let me know, reach out. I would love to connect with you there, shake your hand, hear what's going on within your business. That stuff really gets me fired up. So if you're already attending GrowCon, please let me know. And same about Scaling New Heights. It's going to be our first time at Scaling. We've been to GrowCon. This will be our third time, which we're really excited for returning to that third time. Scaling, it's going to be our first time there. So if you're planning on attending Scaling New Heights, make sure to swing by our booth. We'll be super pumped to see you. Let me know if you're going. It'd be great to connect. Also, I'm going to be in Scottsdale right before GrowCon. I'm making the road trip from Scottsdale to Salt Lake City. I thought about flying and then was like, nah, you know what? From Eastern Canada, I want to see this part of the state. So going to be renting a car, going to be taking the road trip. I think it's about 10 hours. So if you have any recommendations, things to see, places to stop and eat at, activities to do, please let me know. I read all of the messages that get sent in. So would love to hear from anyone who's been there or local to that area what is amazing to do so I could check it out and make the most of that road trip. I'm super excited about that. This podcast, it's going to be built with you. So I just want you to know, if you have someone that you want to have come on the show, let us know. We'll reach out. We'll try to get in touch with them. If they're a fit, we'll bring them on. If there's a ton of value we can add. Topics, if there's something we covered in the last 70 episodes you want to hear more on, if you want us to expand on something, if you want to hear a new topic, reach out. We read every single message that comes in. We want to make sure we're driving a ton of value. And this is a super exciting podcast for you to listen and invest your time into. So last thing here is we kind of tie a bow on this announcement, on this fresh start for the Accounting Leads Now podcast, ALN podcast. I'm not even going to say if you're serious about growing your firm, because if you're not serious, you're probably not listening to this podcast. If you're serious, it's why you're listening to this podcast. It's why you're taking the time to invest in growing your firm. It's why you're going to trade shows. It's why you're networking with your peers. But this podcast now, it's how do we generate better leads? There's a lot of firms out there. They've invested in marketing. They've spent money. They put it into Facebook. They put it into Google. They've done the LinkedIn outreach. They've done cold email. It's not working. We're solving for that here. Let's talk about how to get the most out of your revenue dollars to drive the best results for your firm. Let's talk about how we're going to make more money for your firm to give you the life you want from your business. That's the most important thing here. And you're in the right place. We're going to be sharing actionable stuff on a weekly basis. Again, I cannot stress how excited I am about the amazing guests that we've had in the past, the amazing guests we have queued up in the hopper. This is the Accounting Leads Now podcast. And we're going to talk about bringing in more leads, retaining clients longer, and making a pile of money doing it and helping out our clients. So with all of that, I pass it off. Check out the next episode when that drops. Check out our past episodes. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your support. Cannot wait to see you out and about at different industry events, on webinars, in our DMs. We'll speak to you very soon. Thank you so much for listening. This is the Accounting Leads Now podcast.